Hello everybody. As you can tell from the title, this is going to be a tour of my desk. Now, I am a massive computer nerd. I deal mostly with, obviously, computers, hardware, software, and everything else like that. So, this is going to be a quick, hopefully, tour of my desk, showing you how I have it set up, why I have it set up that way, etc., etc. So, on the left side of the desk, I have the workstation. So this is where anything that I have to work on goes. Right now I'm currently working on an Xserve G5 and an Xserve G4 RAID enclosure. I don't have parts for them, so I'm waiting for parts, but this is the only place I have to keep them at the moment, so they're just kind of chilling up there. I have an old PC that used to be mine. I'm using it to recover some 5¼ inch floppies. And here is the test monitor. This monitor is such a little whore. It's got so many things plugged into it. It's insane. The keyboard and mouse usually aren't there. I just have them hooked up at the moment. Here's the shelf of many, many things. It is an old Dell Latitude dock kind of stand here. It's meant to support big, chunky CRT monitors, but it works out just fine for separating. It acts as a shelf, basically. So underneath I have some cleaning cloths for stuff. Every screwdriver bit, jumper, I don't know, lots of stuff in there. That's kind of like the little items container. I have rubber bands, zip ties, twist ties, all that kind of stuff in here, as well as storage, so flash drives, compact flash cards, SD cards, etc. I have little screwdrivers and stuff, usually for doing iPhones, but sometimes they come in handy for other stuff as well. A couple coffee mugs, one filled with screwdrivers, one with pens, one with scissors and stuff, and one with just junk. There is, of course, a lamp right here as well, for lamp purposes. And then to the main part of the setup, which is, as you can very clearly see, the 27-inch iMac. This is a 2010 Core i5 model, and I have it hooked up not only, of course, for use as a Mac, but also via mini DisplayPort to my PC, which I'll get to momentarily. You can see there the keyboard for the Mac and the mouse for the Mac. The keyboard I'm using for the PC is a Ducky Legend with blue LEDs. I got a good deal on it, so I decided why not? As well as a Logitech wireless mouse, again for the PC. These speakers are old Altic Lansing speakers. Yes, they are white, yes, they are ugly and beat up, but oh my god, they sound amazing. My only complaint about them, this by the way is a 2.1 system, my only complaint is that they're very unidirectional, so you have to be sitting pretty much right in front of them in order to get the best sound quality. Also, at a certain point in the desk, so you can't be very far back, or else the subwoofer starts to sound a little bit muddy, and it's just not a pleasant experience. But if you're sitting in the right position, they are excellent. I have a Blue Yeti microphone. I have it on this eBay special monitor arm. It works very well for what I use it for, and as you can see, I have it totally properly and professionally mounted right here. And this hooks up to the PC, as well as the webcam, which hooks up to the PC. The iMac obviously has the microphone and webcam built in. On the side here I have a very short USB extension cable, so I can plug things into the iMac without having to reach around the back side of it. Very convenient, I think. I have a box of camera gear, so all of my GoPro stuff, all of my tripod mounts, etc., those go in that box. It's also the stand for the camera that you're seeing now. I just kind of set it right here next to its charging cord. The PC is an Asus Maximus VI based build. It's got a Core i5 4690K, GeForce GTX 780, and an H100i by Corsair water cooler, all inside this nice fractal design 804 case. I like it very much. I would not change it for the world. Also, I have this USB 3 extension cable just kind of popping out of the side of the desk here. This routes around to the PC. It's very convenient to plug something in there instead of having to get up. I know it sounds like such a chore. Get up, go around here, plug something in. Much easier than doing that. Underneath the desk then, all the way on the left there is a plug strip that is daisy chained off of the other one, which you will see momentarily. I just use that for anything that goes on up here and various other things, such as a fan that I sometimes point out that window. This is my desktop computer storage. Part of it, I should say. I have a lot of computers. The other computers are stored underneath my bed because I don't use them as often. These are kept either for nostalgic reasons or because they are cool. For example, the PowerMac 6500, I had one of those when I was younger. The G4, I've been working on Macs. The Pentium 4 Dell, not really nostalgic, but I'd like to have a Pentium 4 Dell laying around, and this is a pretty reliable one, in my opinion. I don't usually see these blow their caps, so that's why it's still around. In the back, which you can sort of see right there, is a CGA monitor. There's actually two of them. One of them is a color CGA and the other one is a green phosphor. They go with my IBM 5150 and I think it's a Zenith Data Systems Z200 system. It's an old 286 and an 8088. Here is the Tower of Media, as I might call it. It's well, I have all my boxed copies of games up on the top. There are 7 terabytes of storage right there. I have my NAS inside the Node 304 case by Fractal Design that houses 4 terabytes of storage. And then I have my 3 terabyte MyBook for the Time Machine backups for the Mac. In here, CDs, lots of them. Don't have another place to put them, and that works just fine. I recently recabled my desk, so this looks very, very clean compared to what it used to be. It used to be a rat's nest that came out to right about here, but now it's all clean. You can see I have the plug strip and Ethernet. There's a couple Ethernet cords that aren't being used at the moment, but they're there just as reserves. And you can see I use some sticky mounting squares to mount all these cables with zip ties up to the top of my desk. It's very convenient in my opinion, and I like it. As I mentioned before, subwoofer, trash can, and a pile of stuff that is going to be put on eBay or is waiting to be sold. So, that is about it for my desk tour. It's not a very interesting desk. I have purposely simplified it, just recently actually. Got rid of all the junk that doesn't need to be on the desk because I hate clutter. I hate having a cluttered desk, and even this is a little bit cluttered in my opinion, but it's not nearly as bad as it used to be, so I'm happy with it. Anyway guys, that has been a tour of my desk, hopefully a brief tour. It looks like we're going on about 8.5 minutes. So I will end this here. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. As always, hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.